everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna watch Hunter x Hunter episode 20 and 21. Although it's a rainy day today, so I might stay at home and do a little bit more than 2 episodes. We'll see. But for now, let's check out episode 20. I want to see how the others are gonna fight in the tournament, because Gon already got past his round. I think he's the first person to pass the test. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Episode 20.
Oh, good. You're awake.
Where am I?
In a waiting room that is next to the arena for the final phase. Alrighty then.
Oh, right. I was in the middle of the Hunter exam.
Your arm will be fine, by the way. The break was clean and easily set. In fact, that limb will be even stronger once it mends. In any
Now wait a minute. Limbs do not get stronger by breaking them. This is Hunter x Hunter logic.
case, congratulations on your win, Gon.
Mr. Satodes,
You can't. Just as someone who has failed the Hunter exam can no longer pass, someone who has passed the Hunter exam can no longer fail. What you make of it is entirely up to you. If you feel you're unqualified to be a professional, you may put away your license or destroy it if you wish. You can even sell it, though it's of no practical use to anyone else. However, you have officially passed the Hunter exam, and no one who passes it will ever be allowed to retake it. Most professional hunters value this card even above their own lives. All the same, it's really nothing more than a silly piece of junk. What's important is not the way that you become a hunter, but what you do.
what I do, huh?
Gon, you must decide for yourself when you're ready to use this card. I'm confident that you'll make the right choice.
You know, I got a lot of help to get this far, and I owe a lot of people a bunch of favors. Once I paid everyone back, then I think I'll be ready.
Then please allow me the honor of congratulating you once again.
Thank you, Mr. Satodes. What happened to the other applicants? The exam's still going on, right?
Oh no, the exam has already ended.
Seriously?
That's right. You've been out
What?
for almost the entire day.
The entire day?
The others who passed are completing a brief orientation. The same orientation you'll undergo later.
Who wound up failing?
It was Killua.
Killua failed?
Killua? Did he kill somebody?
Why?
Because he can't help himself.
I feel I should begin by telling you about all that transpired after you lost consciousness. Perhaps that way you'll better understand the outcome. Just as soon as you were out cold.
Whenever he wakes up, he'll probably decline his advancement.
He's right. Sounds like something Gon would do.
Only one person fails this round, right? So if Gon is disqualified, then wouldn't that render the rest of our upcoming fights completely meaningless?
You've no need to worry. Gon has certainly passed. Nothing he says or does can change that now. As a matter of fact, he could even throw a fit and kill me where I stand, but we still wouldn't be able to revoke his license.
Yes, I see.
So why? Why'd you let him win?
What did you say?
You didn't have to kill him. With your skills, you could have made him surrender. Somehow.
I expect when I torture someone, my victim will despise me for the rest of their life. It's more effective and less stressful. Can you believe that? I had just broken his arm, but I could tell just by looking into his eyes that he had already forgotten all about it. So I guess you could say the little guy won me over. If you need a reason why I let him win, there you have it.
You won over your opponent, Gon. Hanzo admitted as much himself. After that, the second match of the phase began.
Round 2, Kurapika versus Hisoka. Begin!
After the two of them had been fighting for a while,
I lose this one.
and that's how Kurapika won.
I lose this one. I wonder what this is about. Hopefully his family. Hisoka knows something. I mean, what else would make him behave like that?
I couldn't say, but I do know that he conceded voluntarily. The third match pitted Hanzo against Hokul. Hokul found himself in much the same position as you, but he admitted defeat, almost immediately in fact.
I'm sorry, but I won't go easy on you.
And with that, the match was over. The fourth match was between Hisoka and Bodoro. The match was extremely one-sided, but Bodoro flatly refused to give in. However, while Bodoro was lying on the floor, Hisoka whispered something in his ear. And this time, it was Bodoro who surrendered. The fifth match featured Killua and Hokul, but Killua walked away as soon as it began. In a confident tone, he declared
Yeah, sorry. But I'm just not interested in fighting you.
he must have felt certain he could win his next match. But then, Leorio requested that the sixth match be postponed while Bodoro recovered from his injuries. So in the meantime, the match between Killua and Vtuber Akira was held.
Begin!
It became apparent that Killua had made a grave miscalculation.
I'll raise that guy.
It's been a while, Kill.
Big brother.
That's his brother. Okay, I'm sorry. Talk about twist.
Wait, so So Gitaraku is Killua's brother?
Yes, and his name is Illumi.
Hey. He's Killua's brother?
Those needles were used to change his appearance?
I heard you stabbed Mom and Miluki.
Guess so.
Mom couldn't stop crying.
Well, who would blame her? Anybody'd cry if their kid did that.
She was just so happy. She was delighted to see that her son had finally grown up. But she's concerned about you being out on your own. And she asked me to check up on you when I got the chance. Lucky me, huh? I had absolutely no idea that you wanted to be a hunter. As for me, I'm here to get a license for a job that's coming up.
I don't actually want to become a hunter. I just felt like taking the exam.
I see. Well, that's a relief. In that case, I have some advice for you. You're not cut out to be a hunter. You were born for one purpose. To be an assassin.
Killua mentioned his family, but they sound crazy.
But that wasn't the extent of it.
You're a puppet of darkness, devoid of passion. There is nothing you desire, nor is there anything you wish for. As one who lives in the shadows, the only pleasure you're capable of is derived from causing death. Because that's how Dad and I raised you. What do you imagine that you would accomplish by becoming a hunter?
It's true. I don't really want to be a hunter. But everyone wants something. Even me.
You don't.
Wrong! There is something that I really want.
Enlighten me. What is it that you want? What's the matter? There really isn't anything, is there?
There is! I want to be friends with Gon. I'm just so sick of killing people. I want to be friends with Gon. Just have fun.
Impossible. You are incapable of friendship. The only thing that you can do is discern whether or not you can kill them. That is all you were ever taught. Gon is such a radiant personality that you don't know how to classify him. You don't actually desire his friendship.
No.
If you stay with him, one day you'll end up wanting to kill him. You'll wonder if you can, and you'll want to find out. Because you are, by nature, a murderer.
Okay, that's pretty harsh from his own brother. But obviously, considering that this short amount of time he spent with Gon has already changed him, he's a little bit more than just a killer.
Killua! I couldn't care less if this guy's your brother, all right? He's a worthless piece of crap, so don't listen to him. Just beat the crap out of him like usual and win. You want to become friends with Gon? Are you kidding me? You're already friends. How do you not know that? Gon sure seems to think so anyway.
Is that true?
Hell yeah, it's true, you idiot!
Oh no, that isn't good. So he already considers Kill a friend. Fine, then I'll just kill Gon. Assassins have no use for friends. They only get in the way. Where can I find him?
Please, wait a second. The match is still...
Where?
He's in the waiting room right over there!
Thank you. Oh, what a pain. I need to acquire a hunter's license right now so I can do my job. But if I kill them, I'll fail, and then Kill will pass automatically. Oh no, the same thing will happen if I kill Gon. Wait, I'll pass the exam and then kill Gon.
You bastard!
If I pass the exam first, I can kill everyone here and still keep my license, isn't that right?
Well, yes, according to the rulebook.
Did you hear that, Kill? If you really want to save Gon, you're going to have to beat me. Will you fight me to save your friend? You can't do it, can you? Because deep down, you're more worried about whether you can defeat me than anything else, aren't you? And you already know the answer. I'm not strong enough to beat my big brother. Remember the lesson I drilled into you? Never go up against a superior opponent. Don't move. Move one more inch, and I will assume the fight has begun. The same goes, for if our bodies come in contact with each other, the fight starts. There is only one way to stop me, and you know it. But don't forget, if you decide that you won't fight me, your dear Gon will certainly die.
Take him out, Killua! We'll protect you! He won't kill you or Gon! We'll do whatever we have to do to stop him! Go on, let him have it!
You win, Illumi. I admit defeat.
Oh, excellent. No need for us to fight then, huh? I lied, Kill. I was never going to kill Gon. That was only a test to see what you were made of. And now I know for certain. You are simply not qualified to make friends. Not that you need any. You'll keep doing what you've always done. The job Dad and I trained you to do. I'll order you to take the Hunter exam when the time is right. But not now.
Something drained out of Killua then. Leorio and Kurapika did their best to help, but he simply wouldn't respond. The sixth match was between Leorio and Bodoro. Bodoro had recovered, but at the onset of the match...
Begin!
It was over in a flash. And so, just like that, Killua killed Bodoro. The committee disqualified him, though that goes without saying. Go on.
Where is everybody?
You must lie down. You need to rest.
Gon.
Apologize to Killua!
Gon was angry. Illumi had trampled on Killua's desire to be Gon's friend, sending his younger brother into deep despair. In fact, Gon was more than angry. He was furious.
Right? That was episode 20. It's the disqualification of Killua, basically. I don't know how he was raised by his brother and his father and his mother. Like the whole family seems to be just killers, assassins. But Gon changed something in Killua, and I guess his brother didn't like that. He didn't appreciate him no longer being his little puppet. We'll see in episode 21 how Gon is going to react to that. So let's get right into it.
After learning the reason for Killua's disqualification, Gon was furious with Vtuber, or rather, with Killua's older brother, Illumi.
Apologize to Killua!
Sorry, but what for?
You don't know what you did wrong?
Nope.
You're not qualified to be his big brother.
I didn't know I had to qualify.
Friends don't have to either. He gets to choose.
This boy.
Don't even bother apologizing. Just take me to see Killua.
And what will you do?
It's obvious. I'll bring him back.
From the sound of it, you must think I kidnapped my little brother. But he walked out of here of his own free will.
He left, but not by free will. You guys were manipulating him. That's the same thing as kidnapping.
We were just discussing that very subject, Gon. In fact, Kurapika and Leorio have both lodged complaints. The committee has been reviewing the fairness of Killua's disqualification.
You saw it yourself, both during and since his match with a man called Vtuber. Killua behaved strangely. I believe that there is only one reason that Killua committed murder. He was hypnotized. It's generally considered impossible to use hypnosis to direct someone to do such a thing. However, assassins raised Killua, and murder was commonplace, so it's natural that he would lack the proper ethical restraint.
It's worth noting, Killua intended to aid my cause. Which means, if you're going to disqualify anyone, it should be me.
Whatever the case, it's obvious that Killua was not in full control of his actions at the time, and thus, he should not have been disqualified.
That is nothing more than speculation. There's no concrete proof. From what we saw, there were no clear indications he was ordered to commit murder. And regarding the hypnotism, I would have to question that claim as well. Given that it was a fair fight, there was no need for Killua to interfere.
And speaking of weird things happening, why don't we talk about when you fought with Hisoka? Mind telling us what it was he said to you? But Hisoka whispered something to you, then surrendered. Weird, right? I'd understand if he whispered something and you surrendered, like with Hanzo and me, or Botoro and Hisoka. You were under a lot of pressure. Instead, the opposite happened, which makes me wonder if the two of you struck some sort of bargain. Enlighten us.
I have no such obligation.
Maybe you don't, but I think you owe it to us.
I don't. You may find my victory suspect, but I would say the same of victory by default.
What? Come on. Let's just get this over with so we can all go home.
Look here, pal!
This is completely pointless! Why argue about whether somebody should have passed? If you're not satisfied that you made it, you can keep working until you are. If Killua wants to retake the Hunter exam, then I know he'll pass. He didn't this time, and it is what it is. But still, if you've been forcing Killua to murder people against his will this whole time, I will never forgive you.
Never forgive me. So, what will you do?
I won't do anything, but after I go rescue Killua, I'll never let you see him again.
All right, gentlemen, let's continue. Gon's absolutely right. It's up to each of you to decide whether you're worthy of your license. Now, you're perfectly welcome to complain about the results as much as you like, but our minds are made up. Killua has been disqualified from this year's Hunter exam, while the rest of you have passed.
All right then, I shall continue with the orientation. Now, the cards that we've passed out are your Hunter licenses. This card will allow you to enter 90% of the countries that limit immigration, as well as grant you access to 75% of restricted areas in the world.
Amazing.
You may use 95% of public facilities at absolutely no cost, and Pegs will treat you as if you were a top-rated company. You can sell it for enough money to last 7 lifetimes, or you can keep it for a life of guaranteed comfort. Please be very careful. You wouldn't want it to be misplaced or stolen. You won't get a replacement. According to our estimates, as many as 1 in 5 hunters somehow manage to lose their card within a year of receiving it. Your very first challenge as a licensed hunter is to protect your card at all costs. From here on out, it's your show. Believe in yourselves, and keep working to make your dreams come true.
That's interesting. That when they lose the card, it's gone forever, and they basically can't be hunters anymore. That is really a challenge. I didn't think about that. You become a hunter, and then you can also become the hunted, because everybody wants that card.
Well, then we can now certify all 7 applicants present as licensed hunters.
Hitanaka! I want you to tell me where Killua is.
You're really going after him. I think that's a bad idea.
Who cares what you think? Killua is my friend. I'll get him back, I swear.
And do they feel the same way?
You bet we do.
Fine then. I doubt you'll be able to get there anyway. I'm sure Kill just went back home.
Where's that?
On Kukuru Mountain. You can find our family's house at the summit.
Kukuru Mountain.
We got it. Thanks a lot.
Big Brother is a weird character. He seems to care for his brother, but in the weirdest way. Like, he wouldn't let Gon and his friend to him if he actually had an issue with that, right? Like, he says he doesn't think they're gonna make it there, but weird brother.
Was that wise? Giving up your base of operations like that?
Sure, it isn't a secret. The locals all know where we live. Our worlds are drastically different, a fact that I'm sure they'll all come to realize once they arrive. Oh, this? Yeah, it's broken. He is interesting. I can understand your concern for his future. However, that makes him all the more dangerous. I'd like to deal with that as soon as...
Gon is mine, do not forget that. Leave him be or suffer the consequences.
I'm aware of that. I haven't known you long, but I know your tastes. So, Hisoka, what are you going to do now?
Wait patiently. Until the fruit becomes ripe enough for me to pluck.
Creepy Hisoka Part 27.
Kukuru Mountain, huh? Never heard of it. You know where it is, Kurapika? Hey, Kurapika! Huh? Do you have any idea where it is?
No, I'm afraid I don't. But we can just go look it up online.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Hondo!
I'm heading home. We all went through a lot in a short time, but I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too.
If you ever visit my country, just let me know. I'll give you a real tour. No tourist traps.
I'm really sorry about getting so worked up back there.
Please, I was no better. I hope you'll forgive me.
No, I only got mad because deep down I knew you were right. I was just taking out my frustration at winning by default. But I'm over that. I passed, so I might as well make the best of it, right? The question is, what am I gonna do next?
Yes, you're right.
I decided that I'll travel the world, discover new species, and as a licensed exotic game hunter, learn everything I can.
Exotic game hunter.
Oh, hey, what's that thing?
What, this? You use it to find all kinds of information. There anything you want to know? I can look it up for you.
Oh, there is. Think you can look up a hunter named Gene? Gene Freaks.
Sure, hold on just a second. I'm curious, so who is this Gene guy anyway?
Huh?
Because everything that's related to him is behind a tight security system. You need a whole bunch of codes to access it. I think he must have friends on the national level.
Really? Forget it then.
Did you hear that? It sounds like your dad is someone really special.
Okay, let me know if anything comes up. This is my email address. See you around.
Bye, Pogo!
Better look it up ourselves.
Go on.
Mr. Santos!
It appears that you forgot something.
Oh, that's right. Thanks a lot.
Also, do you have a brief moment?
We'll be waiting for you in the lobby.
Okay.
Forgive me, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. As it happens, I specialize in ancient ruins, restoration and preservation. At first, I was fixated on the glory of new discoveries. But after watching a certain hunter, I became quite ashamed of myself. The hunter of which I speak would discover ruins, then spend his own money to completely restore them. He took steps to preserve the sites for future generations, ensuring that people from every walk of life would be able to enjoy them. His dedication was impressive. I'd say more impressive than the ruins themselves. His work was documented in manuals which are now used in restorations throughout the world. The name of this hunter, Gon, is none other than Gene Freaks, the man whom you were just asking about. I wanted so desperately to meet him, I did a bit of investigating myself. However, the man is an enigma, and I was never able to unearth a single thing about him.
Really? That figures.
My goal is to become a hunter just like him, and my dream is to thank him in person one day. That's all I had to say. My apologies for interrupting you.
It's fine. Thanks for everything, Mr. Santos. Well, bye.
Oh, and Gon. It's nothing. Just take care of yourself.
Yeah. You do the same. Goodbye.
First, let's look up Kukuru Mountain.
Right. Kukuru Mountain. There. Here it is. Kukuru Mountain in the Dentora region of the Republic of Padokia is 3,722 meters high.
Republic of Padokia? Never heard of the place. So where is it?
Hold on. I'll bring up a map. This is the Republic of Padokia. It appears to be a stable country, so we should be fine. This country's open to tourists.
That's where Killua is?
It'll take 3 days to reach by airship. When do you think we should leave?
Today! Right now!
All right, I'm with Gon.
Got it. I'll order the tickets then.
Yay!
Hey, Gon! Do you realize how far away the airport is?
Sure, but I want to go rescue Killua, and I didn't want to wait around another second.
Fine, you win.
Running like this kind of reminds me of the Hunter exam.
I know, right? This is a heck of a lot easier than the Hunter exam was.
Oh, yeah. Got that right.
All right, racing guys to the airport. Ready, set, go!
Gon and his friends set off for the Republic of Padokia. Their destination is Kukuru Mountain, where they hope to find Killua's home.
Is it just me, or was that a really close call?
You saw that, did you? The boy's a mystery. I feel most compelled to help him. I almost nearly let it slip that the real hunter exam isn't over just yet.
Oh? Okay, that was episode 21. I'm not sure what to say really. The hunter exam seems to be over, but not completely. Like there's a part 2, but it's hidden. Like something in the background going on. And also Gon and his friends are gonna look for Killua. So yeah, looking forward to the next episodes. Not sure when I'm gonna upload them, but you can subscribe to the channel and check it out when it's up. See you until then. Bye.